Good evening, class 11. Welcome to your online class, education class. Still now, we have done 6 chapters, and the last chapter was teacher, which we have discussed that what is his or her position nowadays in a modern educational system, and how far the presence of teacher is important to the students and for the entire educational system, and what should be his personal characteristics, personal traits, and what are the contributions of a teacher being a major part of the entire educational system. Today we will start with the next chapter, that is chapter 7, the curriculum. Now as we have read that education is having more four total important factors. They are students, teacher, curriculum, and school. So already two of them we have discussed. One is the student, those who are in the center of the education, and the second one is teacher, and third one is the curriculum. Now here in this chapter, it's not a big chapter, it's a more or less medium chapter. It's not so big. Some objectives can come that you will get in PDF, as well as when I will provide you the chart with objectives, you will see. So first thing, definition of curriculum. Today what we will mainly discuss about. Second thing is the characteristics of curriculum, and third, which is the most important part of the chapter, is what should be the principles of curriculum construction. Means when we are constructing a curriculum, we have to think about certain important features. Now what are they, and how the entire education system depends on these principles. How should be the what is the particular place, and what type of education can be provided, what type of amenities and facilities can be provided to the children, because if the amenities and facilities are not available at that particular place, we cannot continue the education. So today first we will start with the definition. It will come for 2 marks. So this definition in page 55 you will get, in first 2 lines you will get that the definition of curriculum. Now before starting before entering to the chapter, I must discuss that what is curriculum basically. In primitive ages, as I have told you, that the entire education system was dependent on book and studies and examination system, and it was considered that all the important features and all the required good qualities are hidden inside the teacher, and they used to think, they used to consider as the they used to consider the important chapters, and these chapters are considered as the curriculum. But nowadays the concept is totally changed, as the system, the society has changed. According to the change of that, the concept of curriculum and the concept of education has also changed. Now basically nowadays curriculum includes all type of experience around the child, which is going on right from the beginning of the day up to the night. So the entire day, throughout the year, throughout his life, whatever the child is experiencing, and whatever new material or new concept or new ideas are growing in his mind, is considered as a part of curriculum. So in traditional thought, it was considered that only bookish knowledge and gaining degrees and becoming good students is the main model of education. But nowadays, as the child centric system of education has occurred, we used to see that the capacity of the child, the interest of the child, the attitude of the student, the habits and liking and disliking of the particular students is highly considered, because depending on that, curriculum varies, and the subject that you are choosing is depending on your own choice. So today, first we will discuss the definition. You will get it in your book, page number 55. Excuse me. Penny, curriculum is the sum total of those programs undertaken and rigorously carried out at schools for development of personality and bringing in changes in the behavior of education. Now, still now we have discussed that it is about experience. So you can ask question that why the school is emphasized over here, because school is providing you such a curriculum. School will provide you such type of curriculum where you can experience the entire world. The school will open you up about different sectors of the world, different features of the ongoing programs and all the scientific discussion. So the curriculum, while constructing the curriculum, it should be, this point should be equally important. It should be considered as very important. So what it is telling, that curriculum is the sum total of those programs undertaken and rigorously carried out at the school. So the programs which are undertaken by the school, curriculum means what? The curriculum, the study material, what you are going to follow, isn't it? And rigorously carried out at school. Rigorously means very with principle and with some norms and rules and regulation. Rigorously means vitally or seriously you are following, carried out at school for development of personality. Now you know, as I have told, that personality includes not only the personality of individual, but it is an all-round development of an individual. What is here we are telling about, because it's an all-round development. Personality means it's moral, physical, mental, all-round health, where he is becoming a healthy person. Okay, so the principles and the programs which will be carried out in the school very seriously and with some rules and regulations for development of personality and bringing in changes in behavior of the educand. Educand means students or you. So when you are learning something through experience, you are changing your behavior accordingly, that the way you should talk, the way you should behave, the way you should work, how to put more importance to the important subjects which are being discussed by the teacher, which we can ignore and which we cannot. Like when you are coming to school, you are every day you are with a proper dress. We used to check your dresses. We used to follow what you are wearing. Either your shoes are neat and clean or not, and if it is not, we have to take certain steps as well, so that you know very well. So when you are coming to school, before coming to school, for a for a while, you have to think that yes, whether my dresses are properly maintained or not, whether I have to get any punishment in school or not. So that experience, what you have experienced in the previous day, is bringing some certain change, desirable changes in you. So that is also a part of curriculum. So not only the bookish language what you are learning, not only the knowledge hiring from libraries you are getting, but it is an all-round knowledge which you are receiving through daily day-to-day experience in your life. Now, if you go to the page 55, you will see that secondary education, just after Payne's definition, here you can see Mudaliar Commission or Secondary Education Commission. Here in page 55, please open, you can see Secondary Education Commission in India, that is another name of Secondary Education Commission is Mudaliar Commission. They has accepted this view. Now about Mudaliar Commission, you will Dr. Lakshmana Swamy Mudaliar was the vice president of this commission, and about this Mudaliar Commission we will read in class 12. they have accepted this view. It has been expressed by the Commission that it includes the sum total of experiences that a pupil receives through the manifold activities that go on in the school. So manifold activities nowadays, you see, you are getting educational excursions, you are getting some extracurricular activities. So from each and every activity you are knowing yourself better than tomorrow, isn't it? What you have within, what you know by yourself, what you can do when you are improving in your studies, you can see that it is done by yourself only. So every day, day to day, manifold activities, whatever you are doing, you are gaining something through school, and that is a part of curriculum, and that is being accepted by Secondary Education Commission or Mudaliar Commission. It includes the sum total of experience that a pupil receives through the manifold activities that go on in the school. Aim of modern education is full-fledged development of every educand. So we will write up to here. Means Secondary Education Commission, this is for your knowledge. This you don't have to include in the definition. For definition 2 marks, excuse me, yes, for definition 2 marks, one definition, exact definition is sufficient. If you write it correctly, word by word, it is okay. But what Secondary Education Commission or Mudaliar Commission has accepted, they have accepted the theory, what is the definition which is given by Mr. Penny, and they have told, yes, that this the performance of the activities, manifold activities done by school will help the child to enrich himself or herself. And the modern aim of education is a full-fledged development of an individual. Full-fledged means all-round development, where the child is not only developing through gaining knowledge, but it should be his mental health. It includes his moral health, how he is behaving in the society, how he is accepting, and how he is adjusting with the entire world. So that is for today. Next day we will start discussing the characteristics of curriculum. So thank you for today. All the details you will get in PDF. Thank you.